Hello, this is Mario, and I would like to present the district convention report just for the benefit of all Kiwanians who were not able to participate at the last district convention. This is our vision statement that by 2020, the Malaysian district will be vibrant, nationwide, and financially strong, serving children in every city in all the states of the Federation. This is a very audacious target that in 3 years' time, we will pretty much double our membership size and also increase the number of clubs to more than 70 clubs. And why we became so bold is because of our KI president, Jim Rockford, who at my training as a governor in November 2016 twisted my arm and doubled my goal from 4 new clubs to 8 new clubs, but he still keeps claiming that my actual target is 16 clubs. Now, I have to tell you that Jim has poor vision, and sometimes the 8 may look like 16. But he uh, coined the theme for the year, Eye of the Tiger, to focus on opening new clubs and strengthening existing clubs. And so we began in July 2017 with Club Leaders Education and Planning Conference. This was in Port Dickson, and we were wearing our tiger mask and our tiger shirts, and we were eager to uh, hit the ground running. And exactly what we did this year. We went on club opening blitzes. We had two with KI President Jim Rackford. He came here once during ASPEC and the other one recently at the district convention. And at each time, he went out into the field to help us open up clubs by recruiting new members. And it was very fruitful. At the end of the ASPEC, day after the ASPEC convention, we had the organization meeting for club number 4, which was the Kiwanis Club of Bukit Jalil. And and the same thing in after the district convention, we had the organization meeting for club number 9 for the Kiwanis Club of Kota Damansara. Actually, it was in 1st October, the first day of our Kiwanis year. Immediately, we were able to open 2 new clubs, Penang Central and Bukit Mertajam. It wasn't because of hard work only on that day, but really it took several weeks of prior work, which included a lot of help from past governors like Dato Fatima and past Governor Adeline, and also immediate past governor, who was governor at the time, Vincent Ho, to gather enough members for Penang Central to organize their club. And also Richard Lim, on the way back, visited Bukit Mertajam and started the club over there. So, in a nutshell, what have we achieved for the year in terms of 4 key categories targets? These are in terms of clubs, retention, new members, and funding. We had the target of 8 new clubs, and we were able to achieve 8 clubs as of 5th August. We had a target of 90% retention, and we had achieved 80% retention as of 5th August. We had a target of 300 members for the year, and we have exceeded that as of 5th August. And we are confident that we should be able to hit no less than 350 and possibly with a stretch, even 400 members by the end of September. Funding, we had a target of 70,000 from dues and 40,000 from non-dues revenues. And we actually achieved 67,000 from dues and 181,000 from non-dues because of donations received and also from the proceeds of the Asia Pacific Convention. And this does not include grants coming from Kiwanis International and the Kiwanis Children's Fund. That gives us a grade of A for new clubs, C for retention, A for members, and A plus for funding. The way forward, we'll try to organize additional two clubs before the end of the year, and we're looking at initiatives to close the back door, so to speak. One of them being Kiwanis 4.0, which I'll talk about in a little while. For membership, we're gonna try and go for 400 members and achieve a total membership of 1,400 for the year. And for funding, we'd like to have a stable membership base and expand our non-use revenues. So we talked about the drop in retention, partly because of membership experience issues. One of the things that we are thinking of is to appoint a new chair at the district level called Membership Experience Chair, and our first chairperson would be past Governor Adeline Chan. The other initiative that we have is Kiwanis 4.0, a new communication channel to members and to the world, uh, going into the digital age, so to speak. And this will be led by District Secretary Stuart Labroy. We heard from five lieutenant governors at convention. Congratulations to all five of them. They were all distinguished lieutenant governors because each one of them was successful in opening up at least one club in their division. All of that effort was recognized at Las Vegas International Convention, which I happened to attend with a few other Malaysians. And we were given this top district for clubs open and a personal trophy to the governor, a helmet, football quarterback helmet, signed by the guest speaker at the convention, Rudy Rudiger, who was a football player for Notre Dame. I want to speak more about our service record for the year because that's where we really excelled. Uh, Before convention, we had 29 service leadership programs with Circle K, Key Clubs, K Kids, and Action Clubs. And I'm pleased to report that at convention, we signed up our 30th service leadership program. So fantastic job to SLP and SLP Chair Lawrence Lim for the growth in SLP. Regarding our contributions to Kiwanis Children's Fund, I am very happy to report that Malaysians are the top donors per capita to KCF, the most generous Kiwanians in the world. And our total donations to KCF are almost 25,000 US dollars. And our eliminate fulfillment almost 40,000 US dollars. Only since 1st October 2017. I had to also state that we received a lot of grants also from KCF, amounting to around 20,000 US dollars coming back to Malaysia. And this went to SLP funding for Key Club, Key Leader Camps, for scholarships, as well as for relief of Penang flood victims. One thing that you can be proud of as a member of the Kiwanis Malaysia district is that you are now the proud owner of the Signature Project Contest Gold Trophy, which you will see in the district if you come to visit. This was given and awarded to the Kiwanis Down Syndrome National Center at Las Vegas for being the top signature project in the global competition. So congratulations to Kiwanis Malaysia and KC Kuala Lumpur. I would like to report on Project Eliminate that we have so far made good progress on eliminating maternal neonatal tetanus. We started off about more than 5 years ago with 59 high-risk countries, and now we are down to, I think, 13 remaining countries. where we still have a threat of maternal neonatal tetanus. So well done, Kiwanians, on the global side of our service. We're doing very well. What makes Kiwanis Malaysia outstanding are the number of permanent projects nationwide. We have 20 permanent projects, each one being different. There are early intervention centers for Down syndrome, daycare centers. We have schools, like schools for refugees, refugee children, and job training centers for Action Club members, which makes us real superheroes because there are not that many. I don't think there are any other district in the world where we have so many permanent projects. So fantastic, good job, fellow Kiwanians. We also scored very well in the Asia Pacific Convention, uh, with the largest Kiwanis aspect gathering held in Malaysia in PJ in March this year. We had 1,000 delegates coming from 20 aspect countries, and we were also host to Kiwanis International President Jim Rockford, and even Pietro from the European Federation was here, and so many other dignitaries from KCF came to our ASPAC convention. And it was well played out in the newspapers, thanks to the work of our PR chair, Catherine Chu. Thank you very much, Catherine. Here we see Mike Chu, our chairman for ASPAC convention, did a fantastic job passing the convention flag to our next host, which will be Taiwan in 2019. So you're all encouraged to go to Taiwan in 2019 so that you can enjoy fellowship and learn a lot at the ASPAC convention. I certainly did. Now, in terms of service, of course, we had our big mega projects like the MBO movie treat. This year it was Peter Rabbit, and we also got that also in the played out in a lot of newspapers. And we had as our guest of honor the Sultana of Pahang, who graced the opening ceremonies for the children at that particular event. We had the biggest Kiwanis one day ever with 1,000 kids held in Ipoh. A big thank you to events chair Jen and past governor Madam K, and of course the other Jen, and everyone else who helped, including the Division 4 clubs up in Ipoh that made that day a very memorable one for the kids. Of course, we are very sad to remember and that we lost a dear friend, past Governor Simpson Tan, in November 2017. We shall miss him a lot, but happy to report that his family, Serena and Dennis, are carrying on the tradition of service in Kiwanis. So we miss you, Simpson. We had our midterm meeting in Ipoh, quite well attended, and we had the presence of board counselor Kit Kitasato from Japan, and it was a highly successful, very productive meeting, and we had division meetings during that time as well. And of course, we had our president, secretary, treasurer's training just recently in Malacca, 21, 22 July, where we are preparing the team for His Awesomeness Governor Designate Ivan O, incoming governor for 2018-2019. It was a very well attended and a very happy time for all the club leaders to be in Malacca. So we're all primed up and ready for an awesome year this coming year. Uh, why I'm so hopeful about our future is because of our next gens. All around when you visit the clubs, and this was also a comment of Jim Rockford, is that in Malaysia we have a lot of young Kiwanians, and I said some of these Kiwanians are actually next gen Kiwanians, like uh, Amanda, who is the of course the daughter of Tony and Shirley, and Dennis, the son of Simpson and Serena, are presidents of their respective clubs. We have a lot of youth in our clubs now. Nelson Yao of Tambun, Lim from Gopeng, and we have a very vibrant future with Kapeng and of Bukit Kiara, Tom Tom of Damansara. All of these are young, very energetic, very dynamic future leaders of Kiwanis Malaysia. It's a lot to be hopeful for and a lot to be confident about as we go further east to Sabah and Sarawak, our target one of our target areas for next year. We already opened up one of our first clubs, the Kiwanis Club of Kuching, with Abeng there, the president, very another dynamic young man. So a lot of youth, a lot of vibrancy, a lot of energy that only young people can have in Kiwanis Malaysia at this point in time. That's why I'm really confident about our future as a district. Be there, ready to serve whenever there's a need. Kiwanians from Malaysia will be ready to serve, just like we did in Penang during the floods of November, where we raised 120,000 to buy uniforms and shoes for kids who lost their school uniforms during the flood. And actually no greater cause than Kiwanis, because Kiwanis is all about the kids and helping the kids. I want to, uh, in closing, say thank you to all the district team members, to all my chairs, to all the fantastic lieutenant governors who are really the commanders on the ground, to all the club leaders. A big thank you. I can't thank you enough. It's been a very memorable year, something that I will cherish for a lifetime. So goodbye and thank you. And let's give our support to incoming Governor Ivan.